Welcome, Patricia Harris. That is so wonderful to have you as our guest. And you are a women of first. I'll have you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hello everyone. I am Patricia Austin Harris, and I'm back now.
Yeah.
I'm Patricia Austin Harris. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina. Yes, it is true. I have been a woman of many firsts, mainly whether it's being a woman in a position, especially in the veteran service organization field, or it was first. You know, being a woman of color, breaking into that same field. And it is hard to do. But for 22 years as a combat vet, I have served our country, the United States, and I was in somewhere everywhere. I've been traveling around. Um, I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother, mother of two adults, and a grandmother of three. And I'm still at it, still trying to help women. So we're women veterans that serve women.
Mhm.
We support each other.
Yeah. And your organization, the name of it.
It's Women Veteran Support Services Incorporated.
Love it. And what was the very first thing that you did? You were called to the VA one night because there was a homeless woman veteran sleeping in the bathroom. Is that how you got started helping women
Almost.
vets?
Um, my husband actually received that call, and he was one of those men. He's passed away since then, but he was one of those men that if anybody called our house after 11 o'clock at night, they're not gonna get the hello. They're gonna get this better be good. So everybody was at home like they were supposed to be. So he got this phone call about 3:30 in the morning, and
Wow.
it was one of the guys that worked with him and told him, "Hey, can you let your wife know that we have a woman? No, that we found a woman veteran at the VA hospital." And we was like, "Found?" And of course, I heard it. What do you mean found? And she's lost or what? And so immediately, I'm getting up, washing my face, and throwing on clothes, and found some red flats, and said, "Okay,
Red flags.
let me go on and get dressed." And my husband was like, "Wait, what are you doing?" And I
Right?
said, "I'm going to find out who this is, and if he found somebody, I want to go see who it is." And he said, "You don't know anything about this woman." I said, "Well, she don't know anything about me either. I could be the axe murderer. I don't know, but I'm going to go try to find out what's going on." So now, mind you, Durham is about nah, roughly about 45 minutes away. So in my car, I went, got to drove to the hospital, and there she was, waiting, because the guy said, "Well, his wife is coming." And I talked to her and found out that she had kids. I was amazed. I said, "Well, where are your children?" And she said, "They're hiding in the bushes." And I was like,
Oh,
now it's about 4 something in the morning, and I'm going, "Hiding? Oh God, come on." So I got everybody. She had 3 kids, and put them in the car, and then we just started looking around, trying to find a place, a hotel that would let them come in at that time in the morning. And I found one, and I just took some money out of my husband's account, which he found out later. He knew I was going to do it anyway, but he didn't know it then.
right.
But he found out. So I
Yeah.
took some money from him and um, paid for 3 days, begged them not to disturb them. And Walmart was just starting to do their 24-hour bid. So I said, okay. So I went to Walmart, um, used some more of his money to go and buy some pajamas and get some food, to make sandwiches and everything.
Right.
So I went back to the hotel, um, helped her, get them bathed and settled in. We fixed sandwiches for them.
Boots
And
on the
then
ground, Patricia. Boots on the ground. That is my girl.
and it was just great. And I just told her, look, we have to do something else now. We have to find you some more help. And told her that we need to go to the VA tomorrow. I said, I want you guys to get some rest. And she said to me when I was walking out the door, um, you didn't ask me what happened. I said, it doesn't matter. You was outside with 3 kids. We'll talk about it tomorrow or later today. And we did. And the reason why we have the red shoe is because the red shoe meant when the little girl, when I was walking in, she goes, all I remember is that this lady came, she's pretty, she was pretty, and she had on some red shoes,
Oh,
and we
so adorable.
and we had food and we had pajamas and we went to bed. She read to us.
Oh,
And so that's what I remember. And there she is. She's here now.
so
And I
sweet.
think from that point, that's when Women Veteran Support Services started. Because when I came home, I didn't have anybody to talk to at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning when I was up anyway from the PTSD.
Yeah, right.
Nobody understands. And you can have family, but unless they serve, they don't really get it.
Right. Yeah. And for you, it's more complex PTSD, So plenty of PTSD to go around and some military sexual trauma thrown right in there too. And
Well,
yet you're such a survivor and you've gone up so high in the American Legion too, right?
yes. Have any of you ever heard of the American Legion?
Dean is from Michigan in the US. So yeah.
Okay, well, the American Legion is, and I'm proud to say, with our American Legion family, we are the largest veteran service organization in the world. We're in 2 countries. We have posts in China. We have them over in Africa, over in the Philippines. Um, we have them all over the place. The one in France, that's actually where it got started. So that one
Oh, wow.
serves as all of the European nations.
Okay. I love it.
But yeah, we're all over the place. And with our American Legion family, we're over 3 million strong. So
Yeah. And what are your
that's
firsts there, Patricia? What are your firsts?
well, because I was a little girl with my dad. He was in World War II. I grew up in American Legion family life, and it was very supportive for me and my mother. And with that, um,
You became the first woman, the first Black woman to be in
the
a
first
position.
to be the first post commander, first woman post commander
First woman. Mhm.
for that post,
Period.
and as a kid with my dad.
Yeah.
Um, and then I went on, to the district level. But I think one of the biggest challenges that I had was to become the first woman commander for the state of North Carolina,
Got
because
it.
and I was also first one of color too. So that was definitely a big one, because I was going, up against, the usual, and I have to campaign just like any other politician. I had to go across the whole state, and North Carolina had over 300 posts in across the whole state of North Carolina. Now I didn't get
Wow.
all of them, but I got to as many as that I could.